Before starting this video, I want to mention that this was recorded on May 16th, 2019, and that night I received access to the WoW Classic beta test. So everything recorded here was recorded the morning before I got access. I recorded this video, then got Classic beta access, and this will serve as the very last video of my Vanilla Iron Man series. At this point, all content on my channel will be devoted to Classic WoW or Modern WoW, such as Battle for Azeroth. I wanted to just put a little context on anything spoken about in here. As I mentioned, this was recorded about 2 months ago at this time, and I figured I'd release it as sort of the bonus lost episode of the Vanilla Iron Man series. Welcome back, everyone. So, you probably saw the title, and I'll explain why this will be the final episode of this series pretty soon. And I'm kind of sad about it. I've seriously really enjoyed playing this character, and it's given me a lot of inspiration for what I'm going to do with Classic when I get a chance to play. For real quick, Clem was very nice, and sent us a mechanical chicken, which is extremely exciting because I was wanting a pet for a while now, and we're going to get a little mecha chicken, which is one of the cooler pets. I like the mechanical chicken, and the mechanical squirrel is actually one of my favorites, but I think that's an engineering only pet. Like, you have to have engineering to use it. So, let's get started. And I think, let's see, we're level 22, probably not leveling up anytime soon. I think I want to try, and I don't know if this is a smart idea or not, but I think I want to give a shot at Windshear Cavern, or not Cavern, Windshear Crag? Stone Talon Mountains. Anyway, let's head over there. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a run, and this is, you may have noticed, a fairly long episode, which is, not unintentional. I figure if this will be the last episode, let's make it a doozy and give people a chance to, I don't know, sit back for a few hours and watch one giant episode if they want, or if you're not so inclined, you can skip to the end or wherever you want. But so I might as well explain why this is going to be the last episode for the time being. So Classic beta, so what was it, the 15th? No, 15th? May 14th, I think it was. Blizzard announced Classic's release date being August 27th or 28th, depending on where you are in the world. And that's about 3 months away, right? What is today? Yeah, a little over 3 months away. It's towards the last third of summer, I think, kind of late in the summer. It's unfortunate for students or teachers. I am neither of those things, so it doesn't really impact me severely. But the truth is, I kind of always said, and I made a video about this a few years ago, like probably at least a few months before Classic was announced, but maybe even like a year before Classic was announced, where I was basically kind of like, hey Blizzard, let's make a, Vanilla WoW remake. I think it's a good idea. And I think I said in there, or at least I said to myself, that if they did that, I would stop playing on vanilla servers. And for those unaware, this is, I think most people realize this is a private server. It's not an official Blizzard server. It's not even my own personal server, which I do have my own personal one for some things I play around with, but that I keep disconnected from the internet. But this is just, obviously I'm playing with people, it's a private server. So, my thought has always been I'll stop playing on private servers when Classic is released. And I think now is a fair time for that. I actually was going to not play this series. I originally said I was going to stop back in the end of last year. And then I miss Vanilla WoW so much that I was like, you know what, I'm going to play again. So, here I am. And, I guess there's really no point in doing herbs. I'm bailing out here pretty soon on this. But let's get some herbs, kind of keep with the tradition. So, the long story short is, given that Classic is now essentially available for people, even though it's in a very limited beta, and I don't have beta access yet, for those curious, today is the 16th of May, and this will probably be like a multi-day recording for this episode, by the way, because I don't have hours to play in a row right now. Given that it is available, people are streaming it, there's a lot of people watching it on Twitch or YouTube, etc. It just feels a little bit weird to still be playing and publishing vanilla videos. I think it's a little confusing and a little conflicting, and it's sort of, not that Blizzard really cares, I think, but sort of out of respect for Blizzard and the work they put into Classic, I think now is a reasonable time to kind of say goodbye to this character and releasing vanilla videos, at least gameplay videos, and let it rest. And I'm gonna miss it. I really enjoy Vanilla WoW a lot. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's a great game. Classic is also going to be a very good game, I think. It's not the same as Vanilla. The more I see, the more I realize that there are changes in Classic that are making it feel a little bit different. But it's going to be a great game. I'm really looking forward to Classic, and I will be playing that as soon as I get my hands on beta, or if I have to wait till the full release, whatever. I'll be in there as soon as possible. So, I'm really sorry for people that are disappointed by this video being the last one for Vanilla Let's Plays. I'll still be doing my BFA, my Battle for Azeroth Let's Plays, which I know aren't as popular, but ultimately, it's what I can do for now, so I'll be doing probably more of those in the meantime. And I do plan to do other Vanilla-related videos, or WoW-related videos, but they won't be Vanilla Let's Plays. We do have some quests here, by the way, we're going to pick up. We have plenty of quest space. So, my quest, I love these shoulders. These are some of the coolest shoulders you can get early on. Talbur Mantle. Those are very good shoulders for level 25. And they look cool. Anyway, Seareth Stone Break wants to kill 15 Venture Co. loggers and return to her. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Shouldn't be too hard of a quest to do, and kill 8 Grim Totem ruffians and mercenaries for Makaba Flathoof. So, I think those are both doable. And what else I want to track? Deep Moss Spider Eggs and Ziz Physics, who I'll have to go find. And yeah, okay. So we're probably gonna find some spiders today. That's one of my missions for today. Go scope out the spiders. Now there is a, I think, is it here? No. That's the Charred Vale. Somewhere along here, which I'm forgetting where, is the Horde Outpost, which would be good to find. Oh, for a recap, this is my gear for anyone that's kind of tuned out for a bit or first time watching. We're still doing this as an Iron Man of sorts, where I do have talents. I'm all frost heavy, and you can kind of get a sense of what my talents are. And I do allow minor grouping, but I generally avoid it. Wow, I'm so high level, these won't even give me experience. I didn't realize how much I've out-leveled this area. I really thought my memory of this zone is faulty. I thought it was a little bit higher level. Well, let's keep moseying, and we'll at least do the quest. I'm just trying to find some mobs that might actually give us experience, also. It would be nice to ding one more time. Where'd my chicken go? What? Weird. I lost him somewhere. But he's back. I don't think any of these mobs are going to give me experience at all. Huh. That's really annoying. Let's try this. So I guess we're just gonna kill these lobies because I want to do the quest. Because I know it's, I think, the chain quest, if I remember right. But yeah, I think it's a chain quest. Canvas is best. What is this? 27 armor chest. Huh. That's practically better than our Dalaran robes, which are amazing, by the way. I still love those things. Oh, that reminds me, I should use my buffs. I will once I kill this guy. Let's do that. Maximum health increase. What else do I have? Health regen yeah, good. Yeah, that's really funny. Huh, so I really out-leveled it. Well, that's good to know. So for the future reference, once your level's like, let's say 14 to 16, you can probably make some headway into these quests. I still think being closer to like 18 is a little bit safer, but you can at least make some headway. For the record, so a few things about the recent news. Some content creators, YouTubers, Twitch people, whatever you want to call it, were invited to Blizzard for like some interviews. Someone asked me if I was invited at all. I was not invited. No one reached out to me at all, and I didn't pursue reaching out to them by any means. I do not have beta access, and don't have any information about whether I will get beta access ever or in any sort of certain wave. So yeah, I don't have any. I've had like no interaction with Blizzard related to this. I have had interaction with Blizzard related to the Classic WoW subreddit. A few times I've spoken to a few people about some things. We're trying to get a few things going there, but nothing concrete yet, and certainly nothing I should talk about publicly. But otherwise, I have no contact with them related to my YouTube channel. And it's one of those things where I'm not really surprised, because I'm not really a very big YouTube channel, and I don't stream really ever. So it's not like I'm a streamer that, you know, has a bunch of followers or anything. I do have a Twitch account. It is like, I think it's SoupaSoka. Maybe it's SoupaSoka Gaming. I think it's SoupaSoka. And a lot of people, not a lot, I have followers on there, which is kind of funny. I made the account a while ago. I was like, you know what? Just to be safe, it was Sorcerer. I didn't use Ruffian. I was like, just to be safe, I should make my Twitch account now and reserve it, just in case I ever decide I want to stream on Twitch and I don't want to get my username taken. So I reserved it. This is like 2 years ago I reserved it, I think. And recently I've been noticing, ever since Classic WoW's news the other day, I've been getting a lot of followers on Twitch. Well, for someone that has never ever used my Twitch account, just like I've been getting like 2 or 4 followers a day in the last couple of days, which is uncommon for me. I've got a scroll of stamina. I'll take that. You know, as it stood, I was maybe getting 1 follower every month. Just randomly, someone would find it and follow me. But just the last few days have been abnormal. You can follow me on Twitch if you want, but I don't have any immediate plans to stream on there. To be honest, I like YouTube more, just for the sake of having everything consolidated. But I know Twitch is much more popular streaming-wise, and maybe that's what I should be doing. And that's actually one thing I'm considering, is like, well, if I'm not going to do vanilla videos, maybe I should just stream something, I don't know. Maybe any game, just something I can kind of chill and talk to people a bit. Maybe I should stream BFA, and people can, you know, at least it's WoW related. But I haven't confirmed that yet in my mind if I'm going to do that. But if I do it, it'd be really early in the morning, so it'd be really hard for most people to watch me in the US, but maybe midday Europeans could catch me. Because I'd be streaming between like 4 and 8 a.m. Well, it'd be like 5 and... There's probably like 5 to 7 a.m. US Eastern Time is when I'd be streaming. So a little bit obnoxious for most people, but it might be fun. It's definitely something I'm considering in the meantime, at least until I get beta access. Once I get beta access, I want to go back to doing these Let's Plays, which I'll probably stream also at some point, but otherwise I think the idea of doing some streaming sounds kind of fun. So anyway, I digress. Blizzard did not reach out to me at all. I spoke to someone at Blizzard, I spoke to someone a couple days ago that used to work at Blizzard, and they mentioned to me that I asked them 2 questions. I asked them if I was at all considered at any point that they knew of for being invited to the little summit they had where they invited some content creators for Classic WoW. And I asked them if they knew why my channel was never content striked. So long story short is Blizzard has in the past sent a content strike to people on YouTube for streaming private servers. Now, I don't stream private servers, obviously. I record videos and make Let's Plays, but it's a little bit different. And I've gotten comments occasionally like, why are you okay? Like, why has no one ever done anything to your channel? I need more ruffians, by the way. I'm kind of trying to sneak around and get ruffians at this point. I need 4 more. It's not as many ruffians, it seems like. Well, here's the thing. First of all, the majority of content strikes that Blizzard has given people related to private servers have been people streaming it. Almost, I'd say the vast majority that I'm aware of from people I know got a strike because they were streaming. Ooh, a blood-splattered cloak. Is that an upgrade? 12 armor? No, it's not, but looks cool, I bet. Doesn't look that cool. But 2 armor less, so we'll keep what we have. Yeah, so sorry, what was I saying? So the biggest thing is that they mostly get streamers, and I don't stream. And because I kind of actually like doing it this way, I find it is a little more... I can focus a little more on what I want to talk about, and I can focus a little more on the game if I'm not worrying about chat. That's a big thing to me. So, I like streaming, but I honestly tend to prefer doing what I'm doing here. We need more ruffians still. There's just not a lot of ruffians. There's so many mercenaries. So then, so most people that got content strikes were because they were streaming. The ones that otherwise, there were some people that did get content strikes, and I'm not many, but some, based on just content they made that was not a live stream. Well, and as it turns out, you would think that my channel would be a target then in that case, because I have like literally hundreds of videos that would qualify for possibly being hit by Blizzard based on what they've done in the past. Well, and as it turns out, this is what I think happened. So here's the difference between what I do and what other people do. First of all, I don't use a face cam. This is like the big, like the big tell-all right here, by the way. These are things that I would never talk about because I was making vanilla videos and didn't want to, I don't know, cause any drama or stir anything up. So I never really talked about these things. So you're kind of getting the inside scoop on this final episode. So I don't use a face cam. One, it gives the illusion, at least, of possibly being original vanilla content instead of a private server. This is their last ruffian we need, by the way. 2, at the moment, like literally within a week of Blizzard announcing Classic WoW, I went through every one of my videos, every single video, which was like 500 at that point, and removed every reference in the metadata and the thumbnails of a private server. So I used to say like Nostalrius, I used to play on Kronos. I am currently playing on neither of those, but Kronos is, I guess, still around, isn't it? Barely. So I went through and removed everything. It took me like a whole evening one day. So it would say like playing on Kronos 1 or like this is on Kronos 1 in like the video description or something. Every single reference I took out, every single keyword that you don't see, but it's like a search key term, a search term, removed it. So I just did everything. Thumbnails I remade, everything that had to be remade, I remade. There's like 3 exceptions. There's like a review of Nostalrius I made, which was actually the first video that really blew up on my channel. It like was a huge video for me at the time, and even now it's still one of my very large videos. That video I left because Nostalrius is gone. Doesn't really matter. And I think it's interesting for people retrospectively to look back and say, oh, what was Nostalrius like? And I have like a 20-minute review where I just discuss what my experience has been on that server. I'm sure it's cringe if I go back and look at it, but so there's a few exceptions I left, but otherwise I took out as many references as I could from video titles, video descriptions, metadata, thumbnails. Obviously some videos I literally mention what server I'm playing on. I can't change that now, but like in the video I verbally say it, but one sec, we're about to turn in our quest to Makaba.
Well met.
Super Mage, I thank you, but I will never forget the Grim Totem have done to my village, yeah. Kill Grundig, Dark Cloud, and 6 Brutes. Alright, that's what I thought. There'd be another follow-up here. So there's 2 things I did. So 1, no face cam, or 1, no streaming. 2, no face cam. 3, I removed all references to private servers as soon as Classic launched. This was kind of out of respect for Blizzard in a way, even though I don't know if they care, but I thought they're putting in an effort to revive vanilla. I should do my best to not be promoting alternative servers. Obviously I still want to play on them and I still enjoy sharing that, but there's some things I can do to kind of thread the needle that I think would help. And then 3, probably the most important thing is, my channel is just not that big. Like, I have 20,000 subscribers, I've got, several million views. My videos get anywhere from probably in the hundreds to maybe a few thousand views per video. It's not like I'm getting even tens of thousands of views per video. And I actually really enjoy what I'm doing. Like, I'm perfectly happy with the size of my channel, the number of views I get, the comments, interactions, etc. Like, I'm not complaining. People are pretty aware that I'm not. Oh, I have, what else? I've always gotten good support from people. The few times I've live streamed, people have tipped me, I guess they call it tipping. Donated, whatever, pretty nicely, pretty significantly in my opinion. My Patreon, I'm very happy with what's going on there. It's not like I'm not like retiring from my day job over it, but it's very helpful what I'm getting there. So I appreciate the support of people there. While I'm on that, I'll mention that Kieran S is my top tier supporter, and I appreciate that. So they get a specific shout out for their contribution. So, is Grundig up here? I think what's his name? Yeah, Grundig. I think he's in this little hut. I know I was running up here a bit, but I think it's around this corner. I could have gone the other way, I think, but this is probably a little more efficient. Oh, or at least reasonable. Are these the brutes? Yes, perfect. There's still 2 a level to gain experience on. Man, I really butchered this leveling. Oh, at least there's some 16s. Okay, that's good. So, long story short, those are the reasons why I think I've been under Blizzard's radar in terms of getting a content strike. I just don't think that they, I've done a reasonable effort to not share too much of what I'm doing, and it helps that I think I'm not a total jerk. Like, I'll group with this guy. I assume he's waiting for Grundig, and I don't really want to compete with him right now. So, hi there. Grundig should be in this hut. Oh no, it's an escort. Good. I need Grundig and want to do this escort. How about you? Let's see what's up. Ooh. I'm gonna do this. Dampen magic on our buddy there. He spawns here. Oh, there he is. Perfect. I was like, I thought he was in that hut, but I was close. My memory was pretty close. That was nice timing. Perfect. I could have definitely soloed Grundig, by the way. Probably would have worked this all out a bit better, but this worked well. I need 3 more brutes, which I'll probably get on the way out. Hopefully. I need 3 more brutes too. I think there are 2 at the entrance. So probably will be fine. Awesome, thanks for the buffs, buddy. I can get them solo later if needed. Let's start the quest. We have quest space rate? Yeah, 12 out of 20. Good, good. Man, those are annoying.
Well met. Maybe a chance.
Okay. So, this is a fun quest. I think this is a tough one to do solo. I think I could do it at this level. I don't really, I guess I should have said I'm dropping this now. But I'm super hyped for it. Kobeef is a good name, by the way. Let's pull this mob. Australia, that's cool. It's a pretty long commute to the servers, I guess. Although I think the servers are based in Europe, so maybe they're not much worse off than I am. I don't really know what my ping is, but I feel okay. Like, I've never really felt like I have a lot of lag here. Yeah, so that's, long story short, I think I've flown on under their radar for a few reasons, which I'm honestly fine with, because I don't know, I have no aspirations. I have no aspirations to make this a full-time thing, so, you know, like, the lack of getting invited to Blizzard's little summit, am I surprised that I wasn't? Not really. Am I disappointed? Not really. I mean, like, I honestly don't know if I could have even made it. I have a lot of obligations with my job. It would have been tough to fly out to California. I'm more on the east coast of the US, so it would have been a pretty big commitment for me to take a couple of days off work, probably. I assume it was over, maybe it was a weekend, but... So, they're asking me what class I'm going to run. I've never really played a druid, but I'm really considering running a druid. And probably a rogue and a druid, I think is what I'm considering doing. But I think it'd be fun to do that. And I still haven't decided in Classic what character I'm going to level for my Let's Play, because I'm going to absolutely do a Let's Play series. But I'm also just going to power level another character as fast as I can to 60, which is not that fast. I don't have a lot of time. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Like, I think in the evenings when I'm just like hanging out with my wife and we're sitting around, if we're just kind of chatting, I'll just casually level, you know, or level as fast as I can a character. And then during the daytime, in the morning when I'm recording, when I have time to record, it'll be my Let's Play series. Gonna be counter race. Let me tell this guy this. Actually, I'm doing an Iron Man on this guy right now. Oh, Graves. I should wait here. Technically not supposed to group, but I'm cheating a bit. Here's where she gets ambushed, I believe. Oh, just a random ruffian, not an ambush yet, but I think we get ambushed here. Oh, that's good. No one's gonna find out that I'm grouped thanks to this guy not telling people. Oh. Kai's about to die, wow. Good taunt. Yeah, this would have been... I don't know if I could have done this quest. I guess I could have... I guess it's possible. What I would have had to do... I probably would have Slumber Sand one and Polymorphed another. The trick there was that Kaya broke my sheep. Oh, that was it. Okay, so maybe that was doable. Which was a pain, but... Got my brutes too, which is perfect. Oh, I can get Bruiseweed. Bruiseweed, nice. I forgot if I could harvest it. I haven't harvested a lot of it yet. But let's go turn in our quests. Our buddy was getting whacked by the ruffian. Yeah, so I'm really considering Druid as my main... as my... Let's Play character? I don't know. I actually really want to do... I don't know, I'm considering Shaman, Druid. There's so many things. Like, I've mostly played a Rogue, but I've also played... I've played a Mage to level, like, 56, a Rogue to 60 a couple times, a Warrior to 60, a Warlock to 60, a Priest to 60. The only... Oh, I just realized all my buffs disappeared. The only class that I haven't done to 60 or close to 60 have been Druid, Hunter, Paladin, and Shaman, I think. And I don't really want to play Alliance. Like, I like Alliance, I actually do, but I think I prefer Horde overall. And so I think I'm going to stick to Horde side. And I think a Druid... I want to play Druid pretty bad, but I don't like Night Elves. I really don't. So there's pretty much no scenario where I can be Alliance. Alright, here's Makaba. Let's do the Protect Kaya quest. Kaya is alive. I have you to thank for risking her. Yes, you do. Just to tell Tamara Windfield and Sunrock Retreat the good news. Okay, we should head to Sunrock. And then Grundig is dead. I'll always be grateful for what you've done here today. Great. Thank you. Let's give a rebuff to our friend here. Okay, so now we need to kill some loggers. We need to speak to Ziz Physics. We need to go to Sunrock Retreat. I'm kind of tempted to say we go to Sunrock, which I think is... I'm looking at the map here. This is Charred Vale. I think this is Sunrock, because I remember there's a way in from here, like a back road. And I bet that's it. I think the spiders are along here or here, like they're kind of on this southern edge along the way. And the loggers are up here in the top right. So I think I know where everything's at, and we'll, yeah, as I mentioned, it's a pretty long episode. Or will be a pretty long episode. I'll be taking some breaks in between. It'll probably take me like a week to get this whole thing put together. I feel very behind at my job these days, my career in my lab. I just feel like I haven't been as productive as I would like. So I've been trying to commit more hours to my lab. But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know what, I think there's actual studies on this, but you can't, that chicken's so slow. It's very cute though, I like it. You can't overly commit time to a job and expect to, oh good, that guy took the aggro for me. I am now PvP flagged. Well, maybe I already was. You know, you can't work 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, and be as productive as if you worked like 12 hours a day for 7 days a week. There's a breaking point where the more time you commit to your job every day, it actually isn't really that useful. Like maybe you commit going from 12 hours to 13 is another hour of work, but you're only getting maybe 20 more minutes of actual productivity in that time. Whereas the first hour you work, you're probably getting maybe close to a full hour of productivity. Those are really bad examples, but the idea being that it's diminishing returns on time spent at a job or with anything. Sometimes you can take breaks. And hey, there's our spiders. I know Mikko wanted to see some spiders. Oh, please don't kill me, Hunter. I have no interest in you. That worked. Fun. Just trying to get to town. That's all. So I wonder if I could have killed that hunter. I should have tried. Maybe just maybe polymorph the hunter, polymorph the pet, kill the hunter. Sounds pretty good. Mini chickens keeping up just barely. So anyway, so I'm trying to commit a little more time to my work every day, because I just feel like if I get a little more time every day, I can do it. Maybe another experiment or two a week, and that adds up over time. Because I'm a postdoc, so I finished my PhD. I'm working in an infectious disease laboratory, conducting research all day, and I've been there for like over 2 years, and I have not published a paper related to this research since joining. That's bad. To me, that's really bad. I'm still publishing work from when I was in grad school. Like, I've published 5 papers in the last couple of years, I think, based on work that I was working on in grad school that I just was kind of wrapping up the writing on, but I haven't, or that I was like a co-author on it. It was someone else's major project. Is this? That is not. Oh yeah, Besselith. I know this. Yeah, it's a big elite up that hill back there. So a few episodes back, quite a few back now, someone commented saying that their son Mikkel, M-I-E-K-K-E-L, really sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, wanted to see some spiders, and this was where I knew the best chance of seeing spiders was at. So the deep moss creepers, we'll come back to them later in this episode, and we'll work on getting their spider eggs for our deep moss spider eggs quest. And now we might go try and take down that elite later on. But for now, I want to get to town. And because this is going to be such a big episode, I'm going to split up in a few chunks. Ziz Physics is up that way, off to the right. We'll say hi to him soon. I think we can actually just go say hi real quick while I'm here. I don't know what quest he provides, I forget what it is. Oh, you know what? If we jump down there though, the only way back up is going back around, and I really want to get to town first. There's a few quests we'll pick up in the town, is why I want to head over here. But also I need to kind of wrap up for today and continue my questing adventures tomorrow. I don't know how long this episode's going to be at this point. I'm thinking like a 3-hour episode. I want to make it like a movie for people that are interested in, I don't know, just like a super episode. I've always considered doing something like that, but I've never really followed through with it for quite a few reasons. Sunrock Retreat, here we go. I don't think I've seen these spider eggs yet. I thought I might see them. I don't know if they drop. I think they were lootable on the ground. But I kind of expected to see a few, but I did not see any yet. But yes, I think it's kind of fun to make one giant movie-like episode in terms of how long it lasts. Obviously, it's not movie quality. This isn't any Avengers Endgame movie here. But I think it's a fair kind of send-off to my vanilla videos over the years. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed making these videos over the years. I mean, they were really... they were honestly therapeutic. In a lot of ways, they were very therapeutic for me. And they helped me kind of chill out a little bit before going into my lab for the day. Just a lot of fun. So we found Tamara, and we're going to turn in the Kaya's Alive quest. My goodness, my niece Kaya is alive. Yes, she is. We are now friendly with Thunderbluff. Cool. Huh. Tamara wants you to gather 10 Gaia seeds. Okay, I remember this quest. I think those are up here in the very northern part of the zone. But again, should be doable. Harpies threaten. We're going to kill a bunch of different harpies, which I think all of them are down here in the Charred Vale. It's kind of an annoying spot. I don't like the Charred Vale. It's one of my least favorite locations.
Hello.
Sons of Cenarius, Daughters of Cenarius, and Cenarian Botanists. Those are in the, I don't know what it's called, this area up here, the northern part also. We will grab our flight path. Let's do some repairs. Nothing to repair. We'll sell off everything we don't need, which is most of this stuff. I'm not gonna use that Trogale ever. Okay, pretty cool. We do have the teleportation runes, but I don't know if we're going to use them. I don't know if I'm going to leave Sunrock Retreat or Stone Talon Mountains. It might be where we hang out until we finish the episode. We have plenty to do here. But yeah, so anyway, that is not all for today, but I am logging out for the time being. And, oh, maybe I should set my Hearthstone here. Where's my Hearthstone currently set? Crossroads? Yeah, making this your home seems useful. But I'll pause here and I'll come back in a moment and we'll continue on with our mega episode.